Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This is Neil Rowe. He was found not guilty. People are saying innocent and that kind of stuff, but you cannot say innocent. Okay, he's found not guilty. Not guilty. It doesn't mean that he's innocent. No one is innocent. Okay, so let me play what he is saying here. It was kind of um, blow by blow in the Nation News and the Barbados today. You found it on the pages there, but this is the video part of it, okay? Here we go.
For giving me the strength to endure this situation from the beginning to end. I also want to thank my family, close friends, my lawyers, my support team. I'm very grateful to them, and like I said from the beginning, even before it was charged, is that I knew that it was being set up for a crime that I did not commit, and I said that then, and I will say it again now, that I knew I was set up for a crime that I did not commit.
Any thoughts of your political future? You're going to continue? You're going to seek to be
Well, I never stopped working. I continue working even when I went through everything that I've been through. I continue working on the behalf of my constituents. I never stop, and I will continue to do my best for them as well.
in the role of deputy speaker.
Well, I will discuss that with repaying. If I would decide to take back the post or not.
What was the support like from within the Barbados Party, Prime Minister, others? What was that support like over the last 2 years plus?
Honestly, I would like to extend gratitude to Dr. Jerome Walker. He was one that I can honestly admit that was there at my side from the beginning to know. He was one that also had believed in my innocence, and I can admit that as well. Also, the Prime Minister, I want to thank her for her support as well in relation to the situation. It's unfortunate, that one of my colleagues will come and testify against me in a matter that, I know I did not commit. So that is very disappointing, especially a man that sits in cabinet. So I thought that he should have known better as well. So like I say, I'm very grateful, to be free and to prove my innocence as well. I remain firm throughout this whole situation because I knew within myself that I did not commit the act, right? I don't know why it's so unbelievable for a man to date a woman before having to be intimate, with her, But like I said, I'm grateful, and thanks to my legal team once again, to my close friends, my constituents, everybody that was there for me, everybody that sent me praises and letting me know that, they have me in their prayers. I'm thankful to them, so I'm grateful. To God be the glory.
How has this affected you personally and your family?
Honestly, my name being dragged through the mud, it affected my mom, my parents, my children, especially knowing that, anybody that know me, or really know me would know better, right? Anybody that know me as a person would know better, right? But, it was a disgrace, to see that my name was dragged through the mud for something that I did not do. So that's one of the reasons I continue to maintain my innocence. I had to obviously display a level of strength, especially for my family and my children, right? Throughout this whole journey. But I'm thankful for God.
How would the testimony that you referred to affect your relationship with your colleague?
Well, I will comment on that right now, to be quite honest.
Just another question on your family. I know that your daughter is facing a charge.
That have nothing to do with this. This have nothing to do with this, but she have my support, but that have nothing to do with this.
Like you said, your future in politics, you still want to represent the people.
Well, I never stop. I love what I do. I love my constituents. I never turn my back on my constituents throughout this whole situation. They continue to reach out to me. I continue to work on their behalf. So that would not stop.
Yeah, so that's it from Neil Rowe. At the end, when the reporter asked about his, you don't know what pronoun it goes by, he, she, they. You saw Michael Lashley saying, nah, that's a no, don't even answer that. So he skirted around that, and he is very disappointed about the colleague that he says testified against him. And we talked about that before. It's in the newspaper, and about getting back his role in the deputy speaker or whatever. Come on now, let's be serious. And to the reporter who did ask the question, I gave him some props Okay, he needs some props because you shouldn't be afraid to ask questions. They was in the news accused of bringing in drugs and talking about, do you know who I am? Like, do you know who I am? Yeah, right. So yeah, that is a question that should have been asked. And what also should have been asked is about the female. They didn't ask about the female who brought the charges against him. They just talked about Abrams, who testified against him, and how he felt about that. And will he be speaking to him after this? He didn't answer that. But yeah, the female, I would like to see a photo of her. Yes, the photo that was flown around of the person I have put up. But yeah, I want him to actually put it up from his camp. I want his camp to put out the photo of the woman who accused him and her full government name. Okay, Neil, do that for us. Do that for us. Want to see her photo and hear her government name. Okay, this is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.